Our final speaker for this evening is Alicia Grace Chenier, a Cambrian College graduate now pursuing a degree in disability studies at Toronto Metropolitan University. At a very young age, Alicia lost most of her vision because of a brain tumor, but that never stopped her. As a disability advocate, she lives her life to raise awareness and create a change in this world. She will be sharing her personal history with white canes and hopes to show us that they are not only a way forward for mobility, but also for self-expression and empowerment. Welcome.
At the age of 6 months old, my mom would find out I had a childhood brain tumor that would cause permanent blindness in my left eye and only leave me with tunnel vision in my right eye. I would grow up needing extra supports in my life, and one of those being a mobility device called a white cane. A white cane is an object detector. What that means is that while a blind person walks, they swipe the cane in a back and forth motion in front of them while moving to detect any and all items or barriers in their way. Today, I will be talking about my journey with my white cane. This is the story of how I overcame society's perceptions and started using my white cane for not only access to independence, but for empowerment and self-expression. I chose to hide my disability for years because of the society's perception for how the white cane was perceived. At this time, it was the early 2000s. Disability wasn't something that was talked about. It was known I was blind in school, but besides accommodations my teachers would give me, my disability wasn't even acknowledged. People at this time were too scared to talk about disability, so naturally I hid because of that. And never took my white cane out. It wasn't until later in my life that I would be going out more and getting more and more independence that I would even look at my white cane. Here I am at 9 years old, after my orientation and mobility instructor gave me my first white cane. Orientation and mobility instructors are instructors who teach blind people how to use white canes and navigate the world of blindness. As you can see by my face, I was absolutely miserable with it. I already knew I wasn't going to use it, and it would only come out of my backpack once a week when I would have white cane lessons. To me, at this point in my life, I was already getting bullied daily for being blind, and so the thought of having a visual reminder for people to know I was blind was terrifying. I didn't want to go through more days of school being tripped on by the other students or being asked by one of my bullies, "If I stabbed you in your blind eye, would it hurt?" I was scared to be blind. And so instead, I hid away for years, not wanting my white cane because of the perceptions my peers around me had about blindness. The day of this photo specifically, my mom decided we should go on a trail walk to try out my new white cane. I always hated trails because I would trip on branches or random parts of the trail I wasn't able to see. This day, while walking the path with my white cane, was a way for me not to trip on the trail. But while on the trail, all I could think about was being labeled as the blind girl, the girl who got extra help in school and needed extra large papers, the girl who had a disability. Let's just say this was the only time I had ever used my white cane in a public space for a very long time. At the age of 19, shortly before starting college, me and my orientation and mobility instructor were doing another lesson of learning bus routes to get to my college that I would soon be attending. My instructor had asked me if I'd be willing to try using my white cane again. College would be different, and I wouldn't be bullied like elementary school. She told me college was going to be a big and busy place. I thought about it, but the thought of using my white cane, this tool I had only seen as a symbol of being pitied and bullied, she then asked me if I would be interested in a pink white cane. Now, that definitely piqued my interest. Pink was, and obviously still is, my favorite color. It was a way to personalize it and this option felt like something that was defying the odds and perceptions of society. A few weeks later, I got my new white cane and was getting ready to go on my first big trip alone. I got accepted into a program for blind youth across Canada going into post-secondary school to teach me everything I needed to know. When I got there, I did use my white cane at the airport, but then put it away quickly after. The thought of using my white cane, I was nervous to use it. One of the people leading the camp noticed I wasn't using my white cane and proceeded to ask me, "Well, where is it?" I told them it was put away and I was still getting used to it. However, I was still nervous about what society would think about me. It wasn't until that moment when the person had said, "Your safety is so much more than what people think." And that was the moment the perception of my white cane changed. A few more impactful moments from this trip was the time I met my best friend, Emily, the one who truly got me comfortable with my white cane. She had seen my white cane folded up on my desk and seen it was pink. And at that time, this wasn't something that was often seen to have different colored canes. She expressed how cool it was that I should really be showing that off. Then there was a time two of my friends and me were using our white canes as we were walking together and in unison, had our white canes in syncs. 3 of us walking as if we were in some sort of marching band. I came home a new person and had gained confidence in myself as a white cane user, something my family had never seen before. Oh, and remember how I didn't like walking trails? I came back from that trip and walked the same trail, only to succeed this time and making it to the top of the view. Since then, I have gotten many different white canes and have discovered an entirely new side to the mobility device. Yes, while it is a tool for safety and independence, my white canes are so much more than that. I'm a girl who loves fashion and have found a way to incorporate my canes within my fashion and self-expression. I have gotten white canes for events like the Taylor Swift concert movie, where I got an entire cane covered with rhinestones on it. This cane gave me so much confidence, and so many people were saying how cool it was. At Christmas time, I was asked to be a part of the Christmas parade, so naturally, I made a candy cane. I even put twinkle lights on it so that everyone could see the fun design on it. I have had many different colored white canes. I've had a blue one made for when I went to see the Blue Man Group. I've had a gold one for more fancier events. I even just got a new cane made for when I go see the Taylor Swift concert in a few months. And last but not least, my favorite cane, my pink cane. I even gave it a name, Seymour. Why, you may ask? Because at 19 years old, I thought it was comical to name it Seymour, as technically, it does see more of the world than I do. This white cane has so many memories for me. I used it when I went to see the Barbie movie, and I played the role of blind Barbie. I like to call this photo the one where she is blind and confident. And this was the white cane I graduated with in college, something that no one thought I was ever going to be able to achieve. Today, I am a college graduate and now in disability studies, getting my bachelor's degree. I'm also a motivational speaker and a disability advocate for youth across Canada with vision loss. My goal in life is to share my story and break down the stigmas and barriers I had as a child. No blind child or youth should ever have to hide who they are. My hope is that we'll be a future where disability will be more normalized within society and all people with disabilities can live confidently and proudly. So, from now on, I encourage each and every one of you to see blindness and disability in a new light. Understand that blindness is a spectrum, and no two blind people see the same way. Blindness at any age, no matter when diagnosed, can have major effects on a person, whether that be physically, mentally, or emotionally. And most importantly from today, know what a white cane is, and understand that the journey that the white cane user has gone through to be the person they are today. Over my lifetime, I have learned my white cane can be a tool for independence, but also self-expression and empowerment. Thank you.